Today is the world's largest swim lesson. It is the 15th annual that we have. It's a time for us all to globally get in the water, showing the importance that swimming lessons save lives. We have our water safety instructors paired with a firefighter with our city of Palm Bay. They're going through different stations, working on the fundamentals of learning how to swim, the water safety skills on how to support someone if they need help, reach or throw, don't go, as well as putting on a life jacket, making sure their life jacket is sized appropriately and how they feel in the water. Because at the end of the day, it's important to get the exposure prior to being able to use that life jacket on a boat, any water sports. And the kids are also getting to go on the water slide and the diving board and having a little fun with the matching the importance of doing their skills individually.
It's important to learn water safety at a young age because we want to make sure we have them in the water before they have a chance to experience any sort of scary situations that might arise, and make sure they have the skills in place that if they do encounter a situation, they know what to do.
Formal swim instruction reduces a drowning accident by 88%. It's getting those kids in the water so they know what to do in that situation. Whether it's the pool, lake, river, ocean, merely miles away, it's knowing what to do, and that's what you do in swim lesson.
Okay, so at this event, what we did was a simulation of a child that was in the swimming pool drowning. Lifeguards from the recreation department did what they're trained to do. They got in the water, they stabilized the patient, they got the patient to the shore or the edge of the pool area. They activated 911, and I was very impressed with how they were able to manage remembering everything going on around you. It's very important. Don't let that suck you in and forget to call 911. Fire rescue arrives on scene. Our firefighter paramedics start doing what they're trained to do best, and that's to save lives. They worked with the recreation staff's lifeguards, and they were able to get the simulated patient back into a status of recovery. And what that does is it shows how the whole circle works. The only thing we were missing was the actual transport to the hospital.
My 4-year-old son watched the demo this morning, and it was pretty eye-opening for him to see how the lifeguards interact with the first responders. And he kept asking me, is it real? Is it real? And I had to keep telling him, no, it's not real, it's not real. So it's good for him to see what could potentially happen if you're not doing what you need to do.
Drowning has a ripple effect on the community. It does not just affect the family that was involved in that situation. It affects everyone that was before the event, during, after. It's really showing the significance that we have to work again together to avoid this, how we can work through it and how we can prevent the next tragedy from happening. The Florida Swimming Pool Association has its nonprofit Florida Swims Foundation, and we support scholarships throughout the state. Through different individuals, through different agencies, group lessons, private, making sure that families put this as a priority even if they can't financially make it happen at this time. It is a life skill that does have a cost, but we're here, aquatic professionals like myself, to make a difference, to make a change, to make families known of these resources. And there's a lot going on throughout the state right now, and I'm super excited to see what we're going to be doing working together.
Palm Bay Aquatic Center is located right next to the Eastern Florida State College here in the city of Palm Bay. We are open all year long, and there are definitely some safety tips for you to know when you come here. Especially during the summertime, it is very busy, so making sure if you know that you are a strong swimmer or maybe not so strong, we have swim lessons here, which is a great option to learn how to swim. We offer complimentary life jackets. This is a large aquatic center. We have water features such as slides and diving boards. The diving boards, the water goes all the way down to 12 feet, so it is quite deep. We have multiple lifeguards on duty. We train every month. I'm very passionate about swim safety and being proactive with our guards. That's where it starts.
Well, the Aquatic Center has been open since 2003, and people may think that having a pool in your community is just for recreation and fun, but it also fulfills a very important safety purpose, where we can teach children and adults how to swim in our community.
I think it's important to bridge the gap between the community and the families, and to expose the kids to firefighters and water safety. We are swimming with firefighters!
Well, as hopefully everybody understands, the City of Palm Bay Fire Rescue is committed to saving lives and property. And what this does is it expands what we currently do. We're in the schools doing fire education and those kind of things, stop, drop, and roll. But this gets it to where we're going to one of the leading causes, and for ages 1 through 4, the leading cause of child death in the state of Florida. So we wanted to partner with the coalition, with the recreation department, and get it to where we could start sponsoring not only the world's largest swim lesson, but also do things throughout the year, which would include things like CPR, AED training, and things like that for anybody that would be interested. And our hopes is that anything that happens, if we can reduce it at all, that's a great thing on the behalf of fire rescue in the city of Palm Bay. But if we could get to that magic number of 0, that's perfect. We know that's quite a task, but that's our goal.
It's important to have interagency collaboration with specialists like me working within the direct community with our City of Palm Bay Fire Rescue and Parks and Recreation. They have the resources, I have the background specializing in this, so we need to work together. It's a team effort. I know I can't teach every kid how to swim, but I want every kid to learn how to swim, and this is how it's going to happen. And I know that we want to continue this partnership and get year-round lessons going on, year-round programming, and I just think it's a wonderful thing going on.